Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm going to be bringing you what should hopefully be the second episode of today of my Road to Glory in FIFA 13 Ultimate Team, and we get started with some club maintenance, and then we go straight into a match against Arth FC, who's got a Liga Portuguesa side, just like the player I played in the last episode, although a lot of the players are actually different apart from a couple of them. And the Liga Portuguesa is actually looking pretty strong this year, I do think, or at least in my opinion. But we do almost manage to score in the second minute. Muriel managing to break through after a pretty lucky rebound from one of my players gave us the opening. But then in the 30th minute, play a pretty nice 1-2 with a chip through ball, pass it across. At that point I had taken a lot of shots and the goalkeeper was saving all of them, so I did want to just put one away, and Pepe does manage to score that in the 30th minute. And then a few minutes later, chip the ball across to Pepe again, and this guy is one of my favourite players on this team, along with Muriel and Emmanuelson. And I do think Pepe is actually quite a big upgrade from how I felt he was last year. Last year, I think, since he had 3-star skills, not a whole lot of people wanted to use him. He wasn't particularly good at running or shooting or dribbling, I don't believe, and in general he just wasn't a particularly outstanding player. But now this year he is a non-rare and he is pretty cheap because of that, but I do actually feel he's a better player than last year, and especially the 4-star skills really help him out when you're trying to dribble on the wing with him. But my opponent does manage to get a penalty in the 56th minute and puts it away. Despite my goalkeeper's best efforts, he does manage to just about score it into the roof of the net, but we hit straight back with Emmanuelson in the 58th minute. Really nice dribble from kickoff, and after beating about 4 or 5 players, he does slot the ball away on his left foot. And again, like I've mentioned previously, I do think that Emmanuelson is quite underrated, and you should definitely try him out if you're building a Serie A team on a relatively low budget. He does only have 3-star skills, which is a bit of a letdown, but apart from that, he's a really exciting player to use. So after I do put away my 5th goal, my opponent does decide he wants to disconnect, and he rage quits, leaving the score at 5-1, leaving us with 6 points in Division 4, and well on our way, I do believe, to winning the trophy as long as there are no hiccups. And next match we do come up against a Brazilian team that is all Liga de Brazil bar one player, I do believe, the left back Felipe Luis, and I think it looks like everyone else is from the Liga de Brazil and most of the other players are Brazilian. And he does have Jorge Enrique and Wagner Love up front, who are 2 pretty pacey players, I do believe. But we open up the scoring in the 39th minute. Muriel plays a nice 1-2 with Micah Sewell, who does get through on goal, and somehow the goalkeeper manages to foul him. I'm not exactly sure why or how, and we do get the penalty, and I make no mistake about it, I have missed a couple of penalties before already this FIFA, but no mistake about that. And then in the 42nd minute, from a corner, Muriel slots the ball in, but my opponent hits back in the 45th minute from another corner, and I have noticed that you do tend to score quite a lot of goals from corners this year. If you put the ball in the right position from the corner, then usually your centre back will get to it, and if he is in any way good at heading, they usually tend to make it pretty difficult for the goalkeeper to stop, or at least pretty unlikely for the goalkeeper to save it. But overall, I'm not really sure what I want to do with this team. Obviously I do like the team, as I haven't lost a game so far, and it is a pretty fun team to use, but I wouldn't mind trying out some other leagues or nations. But then again, there are some nice players in Serie A I would like to try before I actually do end up selling this team off. But anyway, in the 90th minute, Micah Sewell plays the ball to Montari, and Montari plays it through to Muriel, who slots it away to make it 4-2 and wrap up the game basically for us after we had conceded a goal to bring it back to 3-2. We pretty much finished the game off, and that was how the game ended. 4-2 to me, another 3 points on the board, and just that much closer to winning the league title again, and getting that nice coin bonus you do now get for finishing top of your division. But that does bring us to the end of the episode. If you have any opinions on whether or not I should change team, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you did enjoy the episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and apart from that, I'll talk to you all next time.